Let's just castle. I'm going to go right for it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play bishop b5, pinning this knight. Now, the reason I'm going to do this, if I were to move the queen, my opponent can finish the development very quickly. Whereas now, that's not the case because I can take this pawn on g7 here, since the queen still was spying this pawn. So the development wasn't super easy to finish. We get bishop f6, excellent move. Queen guards the bishop guards the rook. Question is, I have two squares. I can go to h6 or g3. Both moves have merit here. The one that I'm going to go for in this position, I think, is queen to h6. And the reason I'm going to go for queen to h6 over queen g3 is simply because the queen spies this bishop, so black can't just develop the queen. I'm always spying this bishop. We take the bishop here. And now, on top of the queen being back on g3, the secondary point behind this move is really, really good. Bishop g5, or do I want to go queen f6? Multiple options here. I can't really let my opponent castle. Well, I can, and I'm still going to win, but I think I really want to stop my opponent from castling the king. We'll go bishop g5. Now with the queen on h6, all these squares are super tricky here for black to deal with. I think the move I'm going to play is just simply, I'm just going to move my bishop back. I really want to keep this king in the center though, because my queen side is a little bit weak here. We get bishop takes a2. Now the move that I'm going to play here is a dynamite move. When we look at this position here, the material is even, but black has a big issue, which is that this king cannot castle. The bishop covers a square here on d8. The king cannot castle as the queen covers a square on f8. So because this king is so bad on e8 here, I'm going to try to explode the position immediately here with the two bishops and using these two open files here. And I think this is going to end very, very badly for my opponent, but let's see if my opponent can at least defend for a few more moves. It's a very, very tough position to play. So many threats here with rook to e1 incoming. The center of the board is open, and this king, this poor king, just cannot escape easily. We get the move d5. Now, after d5, there are some options. What I'm going to play here is I'm actually going to go e6. And the reason I'm going to play e6 here is that my opponent has kind of temporarily stopped the attack in the middle of the board. If I were to go rook e1, which is a move that I think a lot of humans would consider right off, trying to play for e6, I think my opponent can play queen to e6, and I'm not going to be able to open up the center of the board here. I'm going to go for a temporary pawn sacrifice. If queen takes, I have rook to e1, and after pawn takes and rook to e1 here, there's huge pressure. I'm really forcing open these files on the e and d files here after rook to e1, and it's very hard for black to defend this pawn on e6. The king is still stuck. You cannot castle through either of these squares here. So if you can't castle the king, something really bad is about to happen. And also you'll notice these two rooks are stuck on these squares. This unfortunately hangs the queen, and the game's going to end almost instantly. My opponent just resigns. Very tough game here.